So we're just going to have a simple morning of meditation. I'll just, as yesterday, a couple of quotes from Padmasambhava, a short poem. And then it will be a led meditation, but not throughout the practice. And today we're going to be doing a metta-based practice when we're doing this work of facing our demons, or as we're going to be looking at today, exploring the cremation grounds in our lives. We do need to have a lot of kindness, compassion towards ourselves in order to be able to do that work. So we're going to start this morning with kindness. So yesterday, I just quoted a couple of lines of advice from Padmasambhava. One about disposing yourself physically to be calm. As in an empty house, the raindrops slowly gather. Relax. Do not force your mind or body. There's a big focus on just seeing if we could relax and not to force anything, not to be too goal-orientated with our effort, but just to be open. And the second line was, during the period of meditation, there is not anything. It is simply open. So that invitation to be receptive, just open to whatever's arising, passing away in our experience during the sit. So hopefully we can do that in this practice as well. There is a temptation when doing metta to be trying to create metta, make metta, being quite active. And that can be effective, but let's try being a little bit more receptive today. Not trying so hard. Not trying at all. But I'd also just like to add in one more element, which is from the same advice given to these three fortunate women, just the very opening phrase. To begin with, pay urgent attention to impermanence. To begin with, pay urgent attention to impermanence. So just as you're doing this, it may be being aware that anything you're aware of is impermanent. Sensations in the body, feelings, emotions, thoughts, mental states. Everything is impermanent. So I'll read a short poem by Ryokan, and then we'll do a period of the Metta Bhavana. I'll be ringing bells and doing some leading. If there is beauty, there must be ugliness. If there is right, there must be wrong. Wisdom and ignorance are complementary, and illusion and enlightenment cannot be separated. This is an old truth. Don't think it was discovered recently. I want this, I want that, is nothing but foolishness. I'll tell you a secret. All things are impermanent. Metabhavna. So being aware of the broader environment where you're sitting, the room you're in, space you're taking up, your meditation spot. Also being aware of your body, the whole body from the head down to the feet. Sitting in your meditation posture. A sense of really inhabiting your body, coming home to the body and just settling into your posture. Feeling the support, the chair, cushion, stool, whatever you're sitting on, and also the ground below. And just seeing if you can find a posture that feels comfortable, stable base, upper part of the body, head rising up to the sky, back flexible, broadening, opening across the back and shoulders, and just allowing the weight to drop down, the weight of your body dropping down towards the ground. So alert, but relaxed. So not forcing the body, but trying to find a position where it's the minimum amount of effort. Balanced and poised. Shoulders aligned with the hips. Broadening across the back, broadening across the shoulders. An awareness of your whole body just sitting here. Breathing in, breathing out. Not trying to change anything. Just being open, aware. Aware of the body, any sensations. Listening to your body. It's a form of metta. So often we get caught up in our thoughts. We just ignore the body. So have a really deep listen to your body during the sit. Body has its own wisdom, its own awareness. So just opening. To that wisdom, listening to the body. Notice there any sensations that are unpleasant, some tension, discomfort, even pain. Just gently turning towards with an attitude of kindness and care. Compassion towards your own body, just as you'd be compassionate towards someone else who was in discomfort or pain. Perhaps breathing into that area, softening, relaxing, noticing what happens. Or maybe just bringing a bit more curiosity, interest, looking at the sensations, experiencing the sensations more closely. So not just the idea of what you expect to be feeling, if it's a familiar pain or discomfort, but what are the actual sensations moment by moment. Maybe there's layers of different sensations. Maybe they're changing, or some of them are changing, moment by moment. So just being open to what's there, what you're experiencing right now. And if it feels too much, then just broadening your awareness out to the whole body. Feeling that connection with the ground, your seat, feeling supported and held. And then maybe shifting your awareness just to notice if there are any sensations you've been experiencing recently, have been unpleasant, that aren't there right now. Appreciating that absence of discomfort, that absence of pain or tension. Reminded of all the things we experience. Sensations in the body are impermanent. Sometimes they're there for a while, sometimes for a moment. Over time, everything changes. And also noticing if there are any pleasant sensations in the body. It can be very ordinary, quite subtle, quite simple. Contact with the ground, sensations of clothing, contact your hands resting, the legs, the knees, perhaps resting on one another, on a soft blanket. Areas of warmth, sense of energy, aliveness in the body. Perhaps your body is feeling quite open and relaxed. And just the simple sensations of breathing in, breathing out can be quite pleasurable. Our bodies like to breathe. So just sitting aware of your breathing body. If there are any pleasant sensations, just resting your awareness there and taking them in. For experiencing pleasure, relaxation, a sense of well-being in our body. That will affect mental states or emotional states. So just as the body and the breath can be the foundation for mindfulness practice, they're also the foundation for metta practice. Do the practice very much with a focus on the body and the breath. Everything's connected. As you pay more attention to your experience of the body and the breath, perhaps you become more aware of feelings and emotions. The underlying mental state. Again, noticing if there's anything difficult or challenging painful. Just allowing it to be there, acknowledging it, just turning towards it with that sense of kindness and care. Being there for yourself. Just as a good friend would be there for you, can you be a friend to yourself? Can you be there for yourself? Noticing any thoughts, quality, the tone, any internal voice, what it's saying. Perhaps there's an internal voice that's quite critical, that's pushing you, thinking you should be different to how you are now, or something else should be happening in the meditation, what actually is. Being aware they're just thoughts, not necessarily true. So be aware of them. But again, just having that open, receptive field of awareness. Bringing kindness and care to that inner critic, or anything else that's painful, your emotional, mental state. Knowing that they're impermanent, they will change, they won't last forever. Maybe they will even change during this meditation. And if there's anything that's at all pleasant in your experience, again, just turning towards it, taking it in, resting your awareness there. And also appreciating the absence, difficult emotions or mental states that may have been there previously. Even if it's just for this moment, your mind is a little bit more quiet, more spacious. a bit more calm, more clarity, creativity, just enjoying that, opening the heart, opening the mind, listening to the body, listening to the heart. Everything open and receptive, body, heart, and mind. Noticing the flow of your experience, things coming, going. Everything is impermanent. So staying aware of yourself, to stay relaxed, open, just turning your awareness towards a friend. Maybe you picture them in your mind's eye. Maybe there's a memory, felt memory in the body. Maybe there's a sense of their presence nearby or somewhere else. You're just aware that somewhere they're there, living their life, breathing in, breathing out, just like you. And that sense of connection with someone you care about. So not forcing anything, just staying open and noticing your response as you bring your friend to mind. So noticing sensations in the body, if anything changes. Maybe there's less tension, maybe there's more tension. In a sense of warmth, the heart opening in your mind and your imagination. Does that have a physical counterpart? Noticing sensations around the heart area, the chest, the back, belly. Noticing if your breathing has changed at all. There's a lightness, energy in the body that wasn't there before. Maybe everything's the same. Maybe you're aware there's some tension in your relationship with this friend, and that's affecting your response right now. Whatever is happening, that's fine. Just bring kindness and care to whatever's arising, your body and your heart and your mind. So you bring your friend to mind. Maybe there's a sense of gladness, appreciation in your life, that your friend is remembering a time of happiness or joy, deep connection with this friend. As again, if there's any pleasant things arising, taking them in. And that sense of moving beyond just yourself, your sense of yourself, your own concerns, widening that area of concern and care to include your friend. Now bringing to mind someone you've seen, that you've had some kind of interaction with them, without any strong feelings towards them one way or another. They're not important to you in your life. Maybe you've seen them a lot of times and never taken them in. Perhaps it's someone that you've seen on the screen this morning. So your feelings towards them, not strong. Don't particularly like them or dislike them. Feelings are more neutral. Don't worry about staying focused person throughout this stage. It's less emotional engagement, you don't really know them. So it's likely the mind will wander off more easily. When you notice that, just come back with that intention. To bring your awareness to this person. Notice your response. Listening to the body, listening to the heart, and the mind. Relaxed, open, sensitive and aware. You probably don't know much about this person. You don't know anything about this person in terms of their personal life, conditions they're living in, what they've experienced up until now. And yet, although we're all individual with very different lives, there's so much we share in common, so much that's universal, this experience of being a human being, trying our best to live in this world. So rather than being quite closed, what would it be like to be a bit more open, a bit more friendly, a bit more kind to this person, even if it's just in your mind? A sense of solidarity with another human being. Care, concern, tender attitude towards any suffering or pain they may be experiencing. But not forcing anything. Being real, just sitting with what is, whatever that may be. Flow of your experience, changing moment by moment. So now choosing someone in your mind, in your heart. There may be some aversion, some conflict, some judgment. can be on a very subtle level. It doesn't have to be strong feelings. Maybe it's just someone you don't particularly like spending time with. You haven't examined what's going on there, but there's a little bit of aversion there. You find them boring, irritating. Someone who pushes your buttons. Maybe you just find yourself having views, judgments, blaming this person for something. So again, just bringing the person to mind, and noticing how you respond in your body. Perhaps somewhere in your body there's an increase in tension. Perhaps your breathing changes. Perhaps you find it harder to stay aware of the body and you go off into feelings, thoughts. Just bringing acceptance, kindness to whatever your response is. Metta not just for the person, but metta towards everything arising, passing away in your experience. Metta towards yourself, experiencing whatever's going on right now. Again, that sense of a fellow human being, acknowledging all the things we share, have in common, even on a basic level, having a body, having a breathing body made of flesh and bone. Knowing that body is frail, subject to illness, aging, but that body is also wonderful. Connection to the earth, connection to other living beings. So even if you can't find it in your heart right now, to feel kindness, metta, compassion. Perhaps you can just imagine them somewhere, sitting, breathing in, breathing out, and a sense of solidarity, just that connection. Both of you on the earth, living your lives as best you can. Alive, breathing body. knowing they have all kinds of qualities which may or may not be developed, expressed fully. They have that potential with the right conditions. Can you see them not just in terms of your experience, your relationship with them? See the whole person. So just taking a moment to have that awareness of your own experience, your body, your heart, your mind right now. Bringing to mind all the people you've included in the meditation right now. Grounded in the body, just turning towards whatever's there, whatever's arising, passing away, the flow of your experience in your own way, bringing to mind more and more people, and that openness in that field of awareness. It's relaxed and open. So all the friends you've had throughout your life, some long-term friends, some just passing acquaintance, but there was that sense of connection, a sense of warmth. Family, colleagues, all the people that you've known and seen in the past and the present. How will you be with the people you meet in the future? The people you know, but also people you don't know. Some you may have seen, encountered, even if it's over the internet, the other end of a phone. Seen at a distance. And all those other people that we've never seen, will never see or encounter, that share the planet, living in all different circumstances, different conditions, recognizing that shared humanity, that common experience. Living in this world. It's very challenging. And at times it can be quite joyful. But we know that everyone will be experiencing some forms of unsatisfactoriness or suffering at times in their lives. Maybe right now, particular circumstances, this pandemic creating suffering for people all around the world. Just seeing if we can be aware the connections between us, connections, interconnections. We support each other, we rely on each other, even people we may never have met. All the kinds of things we need to survive. We're all in this together. We share the planet with so many other living beings as well. We too are connected, interconnected. Just having that open attitude. Maybe a sense of gladness, appreciation. That we're not alone. There are other living beings, other people sharing the planet, sharing our lives. Maybe that intention, their well-being, kindness and care. Open to all living beings. So showing kindness and care towards yourself in how you come out of the meditation, transition time before you get on with other activities. And remembering that we don't just practice metta in our meditation, so can you bring some of that openness, care to yourself during the rest of the day, towards other people you meet and interact with. So our next session is at 10:30. Ratnadeva will be telling us more about Padmasambhava, sharing more stories, particularly with a focus on the cremation ground and Dalkinis. So do come if you can. It's 10:30 till 12:30. We also have the hangout space at lunch if you want to have a shared lunch with us and just chat. It's not a formal part of the retreat, but if you just want to connect with others and chat, then do. And then we've got the final session from 4 till 6 today. So it'd be lovely to see you there for all, or at least some of those sessions.
Okay, thanks.